Hey guys, been a few days, been about a week. You've heard from me? Let me explain. Well, number one, let me just say, if I sound really tired in this recording, I apologize. I don't know why. I'm just like really sleepy today. Number two, you may be wondering, where was this NXT and the SmackDown podcast last week? I've been sick, so I was kind of just getting over a cold. So I pretty much took the week off from recording. But yeah, I'll also update on my co-hosts. So I know we're always on the show together, always doing the show together. Besides my NXT stuff, he's going to be taking a temporary leave. I know this might suck for some people because we just started this podcast together not too long ago, like right after WrestleMania. So it does kind of suck, but he's got personal stuff going on. Not going to say what it is here because it's private stuff, just for him to know. Not going to say what it is. All you need to know is private stuff going on in his life, personal issues and stuff, and he wants to take some time away from the podcast. There's no bad blood between us, no fight. Like we're still really close friends. We still talk almost every day, if not every day. We still talk all the time and all that. But he wants to break in the podcast. Sorry. We even still watch wrestling together, like the shows together. He just wants to break in the pod. That's all. So wish nothing but the best. Get well soon, dude. If you're listening. Um, I'll be recording in the meantime, either alone or made some co-hosts sometimes. Which also means I'll be doing SummerSlam this weekend by myself or for co-hosts as well. So busy week for me. It's gonna be a lot of uploads. I gotta get some sleep so I can upload all the stuff I gotta upload this week. So let me get started now to get this over with. Um, yeah, let's do this. All right, first thing on the show. We kicked off with Femi Brock Lesnar weigh-in for their Hell in a Cell match this weekend at SummerSlam. Femi resistance. Adam Pearce invites Femi to step on the scale, and his weight is 302 pounds. By the way, I don't know what happened in this 1 week, but he lost a ton of weight. Ton of weight. I'm shocked by how much weight Femi lost in 1 week. It was crazy. 302 pounds. He still is muscular, but he got leaner. Then Brock comes out with Paul Heyman. But then he decides he doesn't want to get in the cage, and Brock instead locks the door while he's still outside of it. Paul gives the mic and says it's a change of plans, and letting Brock in the cell isn't a very good idea because he's so violent and so on and so forth. And then Paul says Brock has never been beaten in Hell in a Cell. Maybe the most dominant person to walk into WWE in the past 24 years, but he can't beat Brock inside Hell in a Cell. Just for the record, Brock weighs 303 pounds per scale in the backstage. Brock grips the mic and tells Oba, "See you at SummerSlam, bitch." Oba tells him to run away like he always does. He thinks he's free to go, but Saturday is coming. Hell in a Cell is coming. Oba Femi is coming. He won't be locking there of Brock. Brock will be locking there of him. Brock tells him that's what he loves, and they walk off. And Oba then beats up all the cops and throws the scale for good measure. Then that's the end of the segment. Overall, pretty fun opener. Then the back bloodline arrives, and now we go to our next match. And yes, I know, I forgot to mention Dupree and Logan Paul at ringside. I apologize. Don't know why this match didn't happen at SummerSlam this weekend for a title match. This should have been Bron and Theory of the division defending the World Tag Team titles against Otis and Tozawa Alpha Academy. This weekend, SummerSlam, but no, instead we get tonight Alpha Academy, Otis and Akira Tozawa versus the World Tag Champs divisions, Bron Breakker and Austin Theory in this tag team match, non-title match. Sure, that makes sense. And pretty much towards the end, division win. Bron Breakker pinning Akira Tozawa. After the match, division go to attack Tozawa, but Otis stops him. Then Maxine distracted Otis enough for Theory and Bron to double powerbomb, and basically the division stand Paul. Theory grabs a chair, smashes Otis' head between the hammer of the chair and the ringside post. And then that was it. Then we go backstage. Wow, we got sorry I'm rushing through this. I'm just really tired. Next, LA Knight's interviewed in the back. He says he drove Pearce. He's heard Michael Cole say he's paranoid, and yes, he is. Why wouldn't he be? Every single thing he said would happen, does happen, and that's a little bit of Nostradamus for you. No. He said once the bloodline get back together, it'd be sneak attacks and screw jobs. And Saturday night at SummerSlam is already fighting, and the bloodline is gonna go into a hole 6 feet deep. That's not an insult, it's a fact of life. LA Knight, yeah. Then we get back to commercial. Jimmy Hart, a Hall of Famer, is actually in the front row, which is pretty cool. Then we get a little video package vignette of Sky Gable talking. Eva Sky has one as well, saying Lesnar not strong as he thinks. And now we go to our next match. Ron Evans versus Rusev is now next match. They play in the Raw match, they start a little mini feud. And Ron Evans wins the match. That's all this really was. Then we get another Roman Seth history video. Now we go to this was cringe. Please tell me about telling me that Vince McMahon's back, because this is a Vince segment right here. Joe Hendry and Danhausen concert. Joe Hendry sings about the lights and the people, and Danhausen is behind a pipe organ caption. The song carries on about how Judgment Day is cursed. Danhausen takes a really good solo. Danhausen actually a really good organ solo. And then he dances while Joe Hendry dances as a mashup with their entrance theme. I believe that you are correct. Yes, this actually happens. Many houses fill the ring, holding Danhausen masks over their faces. Eventually, the boxer in the front row, Ryan Garcia, jumps the barricade and joins the Congo line. Garcia grabs a guitar and he hits Joe Hendry with it. Then, Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough come out and start beating up Danhausen. The mini houses make the save, but Judgment Day beats them up too. And Garcia and Penta, Dominic and JD stand tall. Now we get Intercontinental Champion Penta cuts a video promo on Chad Gable saying after the apology, he's not fighting for revenge, but for his legacy and for the title. Then we get our hype video for Big Cass. It's officially him now, he confirmed in the video. He'll be making his return on Raw next week. On the Raw to SummerSlam next week. Now we go to our next match. Hall of Famer Mysterio and Triple H beat him. And Mysterio fights with Page. This first match happened like 2 weeks ago. The first match, it was too hard and right one. I was hoping Ethan would win this one and make a new star, and he did, thankfully. And he put it in the match. Ethan uses the ring skirt to block this one out. It was pretty unique, I like that. And then Ethan Page won the match. So, that was nice. That was really nice. Then we get Women's World Champion Liv Morgan having a video promo where she thinks Io is near her head. She's stronger than Io thinks. A medic's checking on Danhausen in the back of the mini house. The Raw GM and Pearce comes in. Pearce tells Danhausen to give Vinny's money back. Danhausen tells him how we hang the money on a pole and makes his match with Dominic Mysterio at SummerSlam a money on a pole match. Danhausen is being overexposed to death so bad that I'm starting to not be a fan anymore. I'm starting to hate him because he's being overexposed and overused so badly. Danhausen reminds him of the great wrestling tradition of hanging things on a pole, and Pearce puts the match and goes to get a drink. Yep, yeah, Adam. Me too. Next. Okay. Next thing. The Usos come out for a promo. Once they run it back, Jey Uso tells Los Angeles the bloodline is in your city. Jey's a message for everyone stepping up the bloodline, and this is your warning shot. Then Solo Sikoa comes with the crowd being really funny. I'm loving his babyface, by the way. Solo Sikoa as a babyface now is so entertaining. Solo says the Usos start. He says the Usos said they didn't start it, but they did start it when they ran it back to Roman Reigns. The real bloodline has Solo Sikoa in it. So whatever this is, they don't have a chance at SummerSlam. Jimmy tells him to get over the jokes. They all know he's playing this little game like he doesn't want to go back to them. That's the best thing that's ever happened to him. Jim tells him to listen to the tribal chief and run the play or else. Solo says, will they send a warning shot if he doesn't join? Eat for 30 minutes? Or the stupid hand crap that bores everybody to sleep? Why would he want to come back to the family when he loves where he's at? Everybody in Los Angeles loves where Solo's at, baby. He's got a warning shot for his brothers. They can all tell Roman he can kiss Solo's ass because at SummerSlam it's gonna be him, the heavy hitter Royce Keith, and the megastar L.A. Knight, Ellen Andrews. He says he said it before. I'll say it again. His heart doesn't pump purple piss for that little family drama, and Solo feels the same way he does about knocking their heads off at SummerSlam. Maybe somewhere down the line they could patch it up, sing Kumbaya. But at this point, they gotta pay penance for what they've been doing, screwing him and Royce Keith out of matches. It all comes to an end at SummerSlam, and the talking is done now, and clock is ticking, or he says, and then they take their jackets off, they start walking down the aisle, and a brawl breaks out. Knight and Solo get the better of the Usos, and Jacob Fatu comes out. Royce Keith comes out. Huge big brawl. Royce Keith, Jacob stare down. And then pretty much in the end, the Royce Keith, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa stand tall. Fun segment. Then we get Hell in the Cell hype reel narrated by the cage itself. Yes, I'm not joking. Now we go for our next match.
There's the bell, and this championship match is underway.
Oh yeah.
So Ruca comes home with Stefano Kenzie against Raquel Rodriguez. This is her third defense overall, her second time defending against Raquel. This is a rematch. And this time, toward the end of the match, toward the end, Roxanne Perez helps Raquel. Solo defends her off on Liv Nero's side. And then Io Sky comes out. Liv jumps off and throws Io to the bracket. Io throws Liv to the post. Then Raquel pulls Io up from the apron. Solo from behind. Basically, Roxanne trips Solo Ruca to the ring post on Liv and Io.
There's absolutely no regard for your opponent's safety
when you toss
them to the outside.
And we get a new Women's Intercontinental Champion, which is crazy. So Ruca had 3 defenses in Lyra, Raquel. So Ruca's reign, real quick, because I'm curious how long her reign lasted only 58 days. I don't think it was the right choice for her losing it. I also don't mind Raquel winning it at the same time. And the match with Raquel, Roxanne, and celebrate together. And we go to our main event. Alright. Main event. Roman Reigns to Rollins, final face-to-face before SummerSlam. First Roman Reigns comes out, then before he even talks, Seth Rollins comes out. He immediately gets into Rollins' face and tells LA to acknowledge him. Roman says LA knows the deal. Seth, you're an asshole. Seth agrees and says he's the bad guy here. When it comes to the two of them, he's the bad guy. That's fine with him, because that's how he gets his. Someone's scared he hands them on a silver platter, but not him. People like him have to survive, grind, and hustle to get theirs. He's not taking anything away from Roman. He's everything he says he is, and the company wants him to be. He's a money-making machine and may have entered the tribal chief at the table. He's got advantages in all kinds of departments, but one thing he'll never be better than Seth at is professional wrestling. Professional wrestling. It's in the ring. He said before, he'll say it again. He owns Roman's ass. And when it comes to what goes on inside that skull of his, he owns Roman's ass in there too. You can call him an asshole, but you can't call him a liar. It plays out in all the video packages we've seen over the past week. Seth owns him. You think SummerSlam's gonna be any different? What's changed? Have you changed? Will you get your ass disqualified, or maybe this time Roman calls in the bloodline to do dirty work because he can't get it done on his own? Roman says he needs to beat him. He can need it all he wants, but he doesn't stand a chance. Roman says he just doesn't get it. He's the only real superstar here, the only true champion around here. And when he said it, he meant it. He needs to beat Seth. He needs his family to see him beat him. Not just the company. The whole industry needs to see him beat Seth. And Seth fumes and says, "It's funny the things we need. Roman needs his redemption so bad. We'll try this one on." When Seth Rollins suckered him into this match a month or so ago, something he said stuck with him. How he needed his family to see him win it. That took Seth back to WrestleMania 31 when he cashed in on his ass and sent his whole family home in tears. He hopes Roman's family is there on Sunday, but because he loved nothing more and to watch them cry again when they figure out her daddy's a fraud, daddy's a loser, and daddy will forever and always be Seth Rollins, bitch. Last week, no, the contract signing 2 weeks ago, Roman cooked Seth on the mic. This week, Seth cooked Roman on the mic. Other way around this time. Um, Roman gets mad and slugs him with a right hand. Superman punch, spear. Roman leaves the ring. He's throwing his title belt on the web for settling, and then he grabs the chair. Seth hustles back in. Seth's ready for him and attacks him to the ground. And as he yells, "This is happens every step of the way." As he stands tall. That was the end of the show. News. I don't think I didn't record SmackDown this week for you guys. I didn't really talk much about this. WWE Radio. This is the most breaking news right now. I was originally going to do a breaking news special episode on this, but I just was too sick, guys. I'm sorry. So this is kind of late. My late reaction to it and my opinion on it. Terrible idea, because now Busta Open Radio is dead. Dave LaGreca says nothing will change. We'll still talk about AEW. Sorry. No, you won't, because WWE didn't buy you just to say, oh, you're talking about AEW still. Obviously, they're not. Thunder Rosa's not on the show anymore. She's from AEW. So, I don't know, man. One more thing. They officially announced the nights for the SummerSlam. Each match on each night, they announced them. Let me just quickly go over them for you guys, so you know. So, night 1 is going to be Bella's wins Page versus Fatal Influence. Knight Solo Keys versus Jacob and the Usos. Gunther and Nick Aldis. Liv Io. Oba Brock. And Punk Cody. Night 2 is going to be Sami Finn. Danhausen Dominic. Trick Williams Baron Corbin. Penta Chad Gable. Tiffany Jade Charlotte Chelsea Green question mark. And Roman Seth. There you go. Got a full match card. That's it for now, guys. I'll be back tomorrow for NXT. I got Ed doesn't go to bed. See you tomorrow. Peace.